We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Welcome, everyone. Thanks. For tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge. Roaming the sideline. And, of course, Isaiah Hartenstein. This is their first game without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Sexton. Back to Eason. The three. Chicago grabs the miss. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Williams. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Pass to McCollum. The three ball. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Hayes. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Allen. Here's Black. And he knocks down the jumper. So it's the Mavericks now. Looking for their first basket of the game. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Eason. Stolen by Allen. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Here's Williams. Can't cash in from close range. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. Trailing by 5. Here's Eason. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Doncic. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for Dallas. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
And here is Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Now, here's Sexton. McCollum right side. Another three for Dallas.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
So I wanted to know what his plans were for going up against C.J. McCollum. Coach said outsmarting him isn't really an option. He added, I think we'll just try to throw size at him so his shots aren't coming easy and his sight lines are disrupted. So he's looking to challenge McCollum as much as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Here's Eason. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To the paint, and finished off by Collins.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Back to Doncic. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Doncic feeling it out. They get it back. Williams up on top. Pass to Black. On the wing, Doncic. 4 on the clock.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Eason with it. Back to Sexton. To the middle. Williams with the steal. Doncic outside. They set the pick. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Sexton with it. Nothing on the board. Here's DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Outside Mathurin. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Sexton. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Now Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now here's Doncic. He has 6. Pass to Mathurin. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to LeVert. Here's Collier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Mobo. Doncic outside. There's the drive. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 8.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Pass to Rizichet. Down low. Here's Collier. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here's Doncic. Milton with the ball. Bulls moving the ball around. For the 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to LeVert. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now, Rizichet. .141 left to play in the first quarter. LeVert with the wide open look. Inside. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And Rizichet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
.55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. And that one's good. Rizichet.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Melton. Still without a basket. Yep, it counts.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Hendricks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that ties it up.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score. So,
you know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Pass to Edey. Knocked away. And that one is stuffed right through. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Here's Collier. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Master Williams cranes the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 11. Here's Black. On the wing, Williams. Latrey. Gay with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Rizachet. 5 on the clock. Now here's LeVert. Here's Collier. Dallas again missing. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Bulls making the switch here. Here's LeVert. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Into the lane. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Now, here's Doncic. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's Rizachet, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the paint. A steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Oh,
Nice finish.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Gay, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Bulls leading by 10. There's a good screen. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The game has changed since he retired.
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Now, here's Sexton. He has yet to score. And a wide open look for McCollum. Dallas, no good that time either.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Pass to Black. Outside Williams. Here's Black. Here's Simmons. And he gets it back. Williams with a clean look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Oh, great ball movement there.
McCollum outside. Dallas again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fires for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Sexton. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Kicks it out to Collins. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Williams. Oh, good on the three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Bulls now. Now Simmons, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Mathurin for three. Collins grabs the miss. Mavericks trailed by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. From outside the arc. Collins, good. Collins has got 5 now.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Jaquez outside. Back to Simmons. Outside Mathurin. From past the arc. Sexton grabs the board. DeRozan in the corner. Eason with it. 6 points for him. Outside for Sexton. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Robinson Earl. And stolen by Sexton. There's a screen by Collins. Fires away from outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Mavericks trailed by 11. And here's Sexton. To the left side wing. Here's Eason. Outside for Sexton. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Second chance shot. And DeRozan lays it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:46 left from the first half of basketball. Allen outside. Back to Simmons. Tries again. Pass to Mathurin. Over McCollum. Eason grabs the board. Mavericks trailed by 9. Sexton with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Wide open look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Hawkins outside. Right side, Mathurin. There's the pick. Can they get it? Back to Hawkins. Fires from deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
.16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Collins. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Eason. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bulls leading by 7. Here's Black. Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Pass to Eason. Back to Sexton. McCollum with the ball. Shot clock at 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Bulls now. At one point, they led by 16. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Inside, Hayes. Outside, Williams. To the wing on the left. Pass to Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. Not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. Mavericks trailed by 12. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. The Bulls need to get a shot off. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Dallas. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Eason. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
For three.
Eason's got his third basket of the night right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Doncic. It's Black, top of the key. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Black. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Pass to DeRozan. Now Eason. Outside, Sexton. And here's DeRozan. Williams with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. DeRozan with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Make the noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Here's Collier. Pass to Rizachet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collier. Guarded by Doncic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Chicago ball.
To Mathurin. Now, here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. Shoots over Collier. Out to Doncic. Here's Mathurin. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Collier. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Gay. Banked in off the glass. Gay's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Collier. And takes that one up and powers it through.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Doncic drops the hammer.
With the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Mathurin. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Collier. Pass to LeVert. Walker with it. Rizachet with it. Defended by Mathurin. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Doncic. Chicago leading by 12. On the wing, Mathurin. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mathurin's got 5 now.
You gotta love this guy's confidence. Mathurin wasting no time firing away.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And so here is Dallas. It's a 14-point game. Offensive rebound. Pass to LeVert. To the middle. There's the steal. Here's Mobo. Guarded by Walker. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Edey. He has 5. There's the double team with Walker. Pass to Melton. 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Count that bucket. He's got 7.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Rizachet in the corner. Pass to LeVert. And that one's on target from the wing.
And we've seen LeVert improve his offensive game every season, and he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Out to the right wing. This one for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. .36 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Collier. Off target with his 3.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Edey. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Bulls. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 14. Here's Collier. Pass to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Now Reza Shea. And a wide open look for Walker. That 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 14. Now Doncic. Pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Collier. Here's Gay. Covered by Hayes. Dallas needs to get off a shot. On the top of the key. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Doncic. Fires the 3. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 14 to the paint. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Collier, that's good. Here's Doncic. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Green for 2 points. Doncic has got 26 points.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
LeVert with it. Reza Shea in the corner. 6 to shoot. Williams with the block. Doncic outside. Screen by Allen. Down low. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Williams. Shoots over Walker. Williams gets the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Mavericks will go for a different look here.
3-1-2.
Here's McCollum. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Here's Eason. Back to McCollum. Picked off in midair. Throws it up high.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Mavericks trailed by 18. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Sexton's shot is good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Now here's Simmons. To the right side. Here's Edey from outside off the mark. And so it's Dallas with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Sexton. Eason, the screen. From deep. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Now here's Simmons. Fires from the corner. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Aggressive take there by Mathurin. He liked what he saw and took it.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Chicago leading by 15. And here is Simmons. Pass to Mobo. Here's Shannon. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edey. Power down with both hands.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
McCollum outside. Pass to Sexton. Releases. Offensive rebound. Back to McCollum. Left side, DeRozan. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple of years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
And the Bulls making a change here.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Mobo. Back to Simmons. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. And Sexton has it in the corner. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That's on Benedict Mathurin.
First personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's McCollum. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside, Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Dallas. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Gay. Now Sexton. Here's Eason. Shoots the 3. That shot is off. Here's Shannon. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Mathurin. Drills it from outside. Mathurin's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Pass to Eason. Dallas moving it around. And the dunk by Eason.
Over the years, DeRozan has become an exceptional passer. So defensively, you can't afford to just overplay him.
Here's Mobo. Outside Mathurin. Offline with his three. Mavericks trailed by 14. And it's McCollum in the corner.
2 minutes.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Cowan. Off target from three-point range.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Doncic left side. Pass to Allen. Poke loose. It's stolen by Eason. A good look from McCollum. He trains the quick shot.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch and shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Got a piece of it. And again, Chicago turns it over. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Outside, Sexton. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bulls.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, it will go down as their 48th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now the Mavericks with it. They trail by 11. Outside for Sexton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.